Hello, veterans. It's George Christos for the Veterans Information Channel. Just received a email from the VA directly and given me notice that there was Blue Water Navy information on their website. So the Blue Water Navy Veterans Disability Claims to be decided beginning January 1st, 2020. Did you serve in the offshore waters of the Republic of Vietnam between January 9th, 1962 and May 7th, 1975? If so, you're considered a Blue Water Navy BWN veteran. Acronym BWN, Blue Water Navy. On January 1st, 2020, the Blue Water Navy Act of 2019 goes into effect. The act was signed into law on June 25th, and extends to the presumption of herbicide exposure, such as Agent Orange, to Blue Water Navy veterans who served as far as 12 nautical miles from the shore of Vietnam and have since developed one of the 14 conditions related to exposure. Some of these conditions include type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's disease, many forms of cancer, and others. You may now be eligible for disability compensation and benefits. In addition, if you're a veteran who served in the Korean Demilitarized Zone, the DMZ, between September 1st, 1967 and August 31st, 1971, you may also qualify for compensation and benefits for yourself and your family members. How do I know if I'm eligible? The best way to find out if you're eligible is to work with an accredited claims representative or VA Affairs Regional Office to determine eligibility requirements before filing a claim. If you don't need to prove contact with herbicides to be eligible. So, like I've said in the past on previous videos, and you should go back and review some of them. You want to contact the Disabled American Veterans, or the VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars, or the VVA, Vietnam Veterans of America, and work with them, let them file your claim. It'll go a lot quicker than filing it with the VA, regardless of what they say. So, how do I file a claim? You can file an initial claim that has not been previously decided by the VA by simply submitting Form 21526EZ. Now you can find that online. If you just type in Google VA Form 21-526EZ Echo Zebra, you can find the application. You could fill it out online, print it out, get it over to, fax it to the DAV, let them handle it, or the VFW, whichever you prefer. Disability compensation and related compensation benefits to initiate your new claim. So if you go on the government website, you can access the form and everything right there. And it's the Veterans Benefits the VA. You can just go on the VA website and you can find this Blue Water Navy information. You can also contact an accredited Veteran Service Organizations, better known as VSO. So that's your DAV, VFW. To access a list of VA-approved VSOs. So if you go on the website, you can click on, and it'll give you the different organizations that work with the VA. You may also contact states' veterans agencies should you need additional assistance with applications. So some states have veterans agencies to assist veterans in their state. What if you previously filed a claim that was denied? Okay. VA will be using the new law to automatically review claims that are currently with the VA review process or under appeal. However, if you had a herbicide exposure claim with one or more presumptive conditions denied in the past, you're urged to file a new claim. So if you're in doubt, if you don't know absolutely 100% if your claim's being reviewed, which you can find out through the different service organizations, they can go online and find out for you if your claim is active, in appeal, denied. When you begin the claims process, be sure to provide or identify any new and relevant information regarding your claim, such as dates the vessel you were serving on traveled through the offshore waters of the Republic of Vietnam, or updated medical information. Okay, so here's an important thing for you Navy veterans. Every Navy ship has a ship's log. The ship's log. So if you just Google U.S. Navy ships logs, it'll take you to a government website, and it takes a little figuring out and a little searching, but you can find your ship, you can find the ship's logs, you can find it by the month. They're in their files by the month, and you can print them out. It's a nice thing to have anyhow. You know, if you're on a ship and there's different events that happen, you can print out one page, print out the entire log. It's a good thing to have. How should survivors and dependents apply for initial dependency and indemnity compensation, DIC? Dependency Indemnity Compensation. Claim for a veteran who died or of presumptive conditions. So, if you're a family member, your veteran's already gone, and he died from one of the 14 presumptive conditions that the VA recognizes. Keep in mind, John Tester in the Senate is trying to get 4 more added that were promised 2 years ago. So, eligible survivors and dependents must meet certain conditions to receive DIC. To learn more about this process, so there's another tab on the VA website under this blue water, this big heading. You know, when you go on the VA website, look for this blue water Navy. This was just added today, December 26th, 2019. So look for that, and you know, it'll walk you through some of these things. It places the, you know, you can do it a lot online. So for dependents, there's a form, VA Form 20-0095. Decision Review Request, Supplemental Claim. And then there's also by mail using Form 21P-534EZ. So in this article they already mentioned 3 different forms. So you can look at those forms and see which one fits your needs. Also, work with your service organization. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is important that you work with DAV, VFW, VVA, American Legion. Get some professionals involved to file your claim. So, what benefits will I receive if my claim is approved? If you are deemed eligible, you may receive a monthly disability compensation payment and free health care related to your disability. The amount of compensation you may receive is determined by your diagnosed condition and level of disability. Another important component of the Blue Water Navy Act includes changes to the VA Home Loan Program. VA now allows the no down payment option on guaranteed home loans regardless of mortgage amount for all veterans. In addition, there is a reduction in the funding fee required for reservists and National Guard borrowers and other changes. Generally, the mortgage company that you're dealing with, they're up to date with what the VA offers. So don't miss that benefit. For more information and resources on Blue Water Navy Act eligibility, how to file a claim, and changes to the VA Home Loan Program, you can find it here. So another place to click on. Okay, so this comes from Renee Johnson and the Public Affairs Specialist of the Veterans Benefits Administration. So make sure you're aware of the 14 presumptive illnesses that are connected to Agent Orange, and be aware that 4 more are supposed to be added, so a total of 18. And when that's supposed to happen in the next 30 days, John Tester has written a letter a week ago to Congress and the Senate and to the VA, the head of the VA secretary, to add these presumptive illnesses. And there's more, but as I said in the past, about 300 Vietnam veterans die each day, mostly Agent Orange. 300,000 out of the 500,000 that are still alive have been diagnosed with a form of bladder cancer. So if you got anything going on with your bladder, get to the VA, get it checked out. And what do I mean by that? If you think that you're urinating a little bit too often, that could be a sign. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But to be sure, get medical advice. So have anything going on, go to the VA, get in the system, whether they, at least you'll get checked out, and, hope for the best. So please subscribe to our channel. Please let other veterans know. Repost it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let's get the message out there. And I'll keep researching, finding these articles that are relevant to Vietnam veterans. But not just Vietnam veterans, all veterans. All veterans matter. Veterans matter. We're 1% of the population, and we have to fight every day for our benefits. So don't take anything for granted. And that's all I have for right now. So stay tuned. I'll try to keep everybody informed. And thank you.